I still can't believe that Evil Dead is rated R18. That's ridiculous. You'd think it would have been re-rated to like PG by now, but I guess not. Hi folks, how's it going? So, I got like 230 upvotes on Reddit because of this thingy that I have in my hand right now, so yeah, I don't know. I have Reddit for some fucking reason. It's easy to advertise on that, I guess. So, hi, I am Telecreations. In this video, I'm going to be talking about The Evil Dead. This is the limited edition Book of the Dead edition. As you can see, first up, because there's no point hiding anything, it's a fucking book. Secondly, I will note that the base of it is crackerjacked along the base, which I don't mind, that's just a plastic. I knew that when I bought it from eBay for like 60 Australian dollars, but we'll get to the book in a second and show you a good display of it. But for now, let's show you the cardboard. This is what cardboard looks like, folks. Hopefully it'll focus. So, of course, it says Special Edition Evil Dead, Book of the Dead. On the back, you have, which you can see there. Wow, look at that beauty. I really hope it's focusing on it right now. You've also got some side angles there, and probably on the same side too, which is just the picture of the book and the Book of the Dead on the side. This is it's actually the Anchor Bay version. It's fancy. You've got, so this is the widescreen enhanced for 16:9 TVs. It is the DVD, it's not the Blu-ray, so if you have the Blu-ray, you don't need to fret. Or if you have the 4K even, then fuck you, I don't have the 4K yet. They haven't released it in Australia. I've only got the Blu-ray, which I think may have the exact same special features as this one does. I don't really know, but we'll get to the disc at the end. I don't know what the comparison is. The DVD here is like the special uncut edition, so I don't know what the fucking difference is. This one comes with audio commentary with writer-director Sam Raimi and producer Robert Tappert. Audio commentary with star Bruce Campbell. Behind-the-scenes footage and outtakes, Fanalysis, an all-new 26-minute documentary by Bruce Campbell. Discovering Evil Dead, an all-new featurette tracing the film's history from its humble beginnings to legendary status. Theatrical trailer, TV spots, poster and stills gallery. Talent bios, language, English and French. Yeah, this seems to be the 2002 edition, as that's what the package design is. I think this is a reprint of it because, to my knowledge, there's a really big knowledge about this. Thank you, people on Reddit, for telling me, which I kind of already found out when I did my research, because I found out about this when I was looking up the 4K of the film on eBay, and it comes in this clear case, which is nice. Again, what I haven't seen most people do is this just slides on, and that's what keeps the book in, plus this front panel here, and as you can see, that can get cracked and broken. Sorry if the focus isn't completely there for you, but that's how it is. And of course, then you get the book. First thing I'll do is give you a widespread version. So then you have the face, and then you have the ear. Notably, it is a latex cover. It's very squishy, which is very nice. I really love that effect to it. I cannot wait to show my friends and creep the fuck out of them. Notably, which is very important, and I have seen this on other posts, including the people who gave me heads up on Reddit, and that's why I think this is a reprint, because it's such a perfect condition. Latex ages. This has probably a 5 to 7 year lifespan before it starts to degrade heavily, especially around the spine. The spine especially because, of course, it gets opened a lot, so it will just, yeah. But look, for now, I can just be happy enough that I have this. This isn't the one that's, you press on its face and it makes noises. I think that's from the Evil Dead 2. They made a book, to my knowledge, for all 3 films, not including the 2013 remake, but I've never seen what the Army of Darkness one looks like, or at least I think I briefly saw it once, but it didn't interest me because I like the film, but I've got the deluxe edition that comes with the comes with I think 3 DVDs and 2 Blu-rays, the director's cut, theatrical cut, and TV cut. Anyway, I love The Evil Dead. Simple put. Obviously, why else would the freaking hell would I buy this? I'm happy enough just to have this. I was thinking of getting the second film because it is my favorite of the 3. But in terms of something that I want to look creepy and remind me of the horror of it, this is the perfect version because, to be honest, the second film isn't as good as a horror film, I think, as the first one is. I have a video that I talked about Evil Dead versus Evil Dead 2, if you want to check that out for my full analysis and opinion on the two films. The two books are very uniquely different, which I like. They're both very similar to their films respectively, because of course copyright stuff from the films changed. So I do like how this is very reminiscent of the first book. You open it up to your first page there. This is a bit more high back, still latexy, but hard enough because of the cardboard. And there you have your cover, which says The Book of the Dead. I will also note that T. Sullivan, I don't know if it says, it does say in the intro here, because open to your first page, and it looks like aged paper. It's just regular, a bit thicker than regular paper, I'd say, just for aging ability. And it comes with an introduction by Tom Sullivan, who designed this version. Of course, this comes with a lot of written text as well as images, again, as you could see there. This is our second page, which these are all, of course, done by Tom Sullivan, so big shout out to him for very much recreating what the Book of the Dead looked like from the first film. Now, this isn't a perfect, like, side-by-side comparison, per se, but it is absolutely incredible in terms of the kind of detail that they went to show off some variations of what the Book of the Dead from the first film looked like. And of course, because the first film had a much cheaper budget, they probably didn't put as many pages in, yet ironically, this book, this version of it, actually has more pages than the second book does of its physical incarnation of the Necronomicon Ex-Mortis. The second one, though, does have the iconic picture of Ash with his chainsaw holding up in the air, the whole hero pose thing, the whole savior thing. So that is probably the biggest benefit of the second book. But I think this one is superior in pretty much every way, especially the face doesn't look cartoony as hell. It looks horrifying and a bit cartoony, but it looks appropriate. The second one has these white teeth and stuff, and it just looks really bad. Like a terrible paint job kind of deal. It's still fine if you have it. Look, it's, if you get to have that aspect of, hey, look at how cool this is because you own it. That's cool enough. I'm happy enough that I have this, and hence why I'm showing you, and of course respecting it for what it is, a piece of art. Then of course you get to the end of that kind of display of the book, then you get to the whole cast and crew stuff where you can actually find them on the web, which is so interesting, because they have their films, and I think they have their websites, which is nice. So of course you got Sam Raimi, aka Sublime Sam. I think that's his website, that's what it's called. It's on Now Media. I don't know if any of these sites still even work, because of course this is, again, like 2002. So, yeah, either way, it's a really cool thing that they've done, and I love this. This is, of course, I believe it's his sister's, the character of his sister. I can't remember her name. Sorry about that. But it covers up and even has a picture. The picture does continue below, underneath her. It's the exact same thing, so I'm not going to try to tear it off just to show you. But we will dive into the booklet that it comes with just in a second. Of course, then you get your disc and your chapter titles. Now, this comes with the Evil Dead full uncut special edition. I actually haven't taken the disc out yet, because I haven't watched it. But that is the last page, and there's no more turning after that. I don't want my hands to get too sweaty, so I don't want to be doing that to it, It does come with this beautiful small booklet as well, which is quite nice. Just, regular stuff. Thick in terms of how many pages. It's probably got, maybe 10 to 20 pages. It's called Bringing the Dead Home for Dinner, and a history of the Evil Dead in your home by Michael Felsher. So, of course, it's just this book of essay that goes into the production, the behind the scenes, the release, all this kind of stuff, the sequels, just so much about the film, and, even its inspiration, the whole DVD element to it, the home value market and all that kind of stuff, just how the film, evolved, and just all this kind of stuff. It's nice. It even says, bring a towel, of course, just in that last page there. So yeah, look, ultimately, I'm just going to re-show that just so it might actually focus. Cool. Look, ultimately, this is a cute little booklet that if you ever get, you can, I guess, read it on your own. But, you know, it's a nice thing for a fan like myself to own. I don't really have much else to say about this. Do I think it's a good edition? Yes. Actually, I think it's it's maybe my favorite collector's item behind, well, of course, you have my, you know, Blade Runner 2049 one, and my special edition of Shaun of the Dead, which are beautiful special editions, I'll be completely honest. But this one is so unique, and even though it's not my favorite film, it's not even my favorite film in the saga. My favorite film in the saga is most definitely still Evil Dead 2, but I would probably consider Evil Dead 2 be a more superior horror film. Again, I did a whole video talking about this, which I will link at the end of the video. And that's pretty much where we are now. This is the end of the video. I don't really have much thoughts in terms of wrapping up for the book. I love the design. The latex is a nice aspect to it. I don't mind that it doesn't make barking sound effects or any shit like that. That wouldn't be a nice thing to wake up to in the morning. But ultimately, I think it's a very fun and unique collector's item. I would wholeheartedly recommend getting one if you can. They're probably pretty hard to get these days, so I'm very happy and lucky to have found the one I did. I think because the base was damaged, that was the potential concern, but I even thought to myself, it's clear plastic. As long as the book doesn't tear through it when I pick it up, it doesn't really matter. And so, of course, because I have it on its stand up there, it doesn't matter. My only real concern outside of the plastic case being broken was what my girlfriend would think. And that was something that had stopped me from buying it for like a week. And I just casually I think I was FaceTiming my girlfriend. I just sent her a link to it. I'm like, hey, what do you think of this? And she really liked it. I'm like, you know, I usually expect that she'd be like, no, it's ugly, don't do it, don't buy it, or whatever. But she encouraged it, and I'm so fucking grateful that I bought it. Yeah, it's just a beautiful set, and I love that I have it. I hope it doesn't rot and just terrible stuff happen to it over the next few years. I hope it lasts for as long as it can. But even to some degree, I can enjoy what I have while I have it. Eventually, yeah, the latex will probably rot off of it to some degree. As long as it keeps the integrity of the face and maybe even the ear at the back, I don't really mind. If you know suggestions as to how to keep its longevity as long as possible, whether it be to keep it out of the direct sunlight, keep it out of the heat, or this and all that, I'll definitely keep it in mind. For the most part, it's winter in Australia, so that blind is staying closed for the next 2 to 3 months, so I don't have to worry about sunlight. If that could be a problem, at least I will know by the time this video comes out, and I'll be able to hide it somewhere in the room so it doesn't get, you know, diseased, pretty much. But yeah, and that's today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, share, and subscribe for more. If you want to see more deluxe edition sets and stuff like that, then I'll have a video up here, as well as my Evil Dead 1 and 2 video, and maybe a playlist talking about my film shelf. My film shelf will have stuff like my recent quarantine mail videos, or whatever films I have on here that I will feel like are worth showing off and discussing, like my Criterion collection, Arrow collection, all that kind of deals. And that's it. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time, hopefully, on Telecreations. Adios.